Hey guys, so I'm back with another video and I'm going to be talking about all the books I read in the month of May. This month I was able to read 10 books and that's quite a bit for what I've been reading recently, and that has a lot to do with I had a month off from school, so I was able to read a lot more. This will probably be the only month this year where I actually read more than like 5 or 6 books, but I'm super excited about the books that I did read this month and I'm excited to show you. So the first book I read in May was Happy Place by Emily Henry, and this was her new release, and I absolutely loved this book. This was a 5-star read for me. Usually all of her books are 5-star reads for me, and I love this, especially the cover. This is probably my favorite Emily Henry cover, like, ever, and I just really enjoyed it. It was about two people who used to be in a relationship, they're not anymore, and they're having to pretend to be in a relationship for their friends on a friends like reunion. And it's just a very awkward like situation. It's fake dating, it's close proximity, has the only one bed trope. I absolutely love this book. Definitely recommend this to anyone. It's just, I loved it. So the second book I read in May was Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune, and this is also a new release, and I absolutely love this book. Like her other book, it went back and forth from present and past, and I absolutely love this. This is a second chance romance. It's about two people who spent a whole day together and then didn't see each other for like many years, and then they come back to each other due to some mysterious circumstance, and it was a really cute read. Once again, cover is really cute, really aesthetic, and it was just a really good book. I rated this 5 stars as well. I just really enjoyed it. So in April, I read the first book in the Inheritance game series, and so in May I finished the final 2. So I read The Hawthorne Legacy, which is the continuation. I think I rated this like 4 stars. It was really good, but it just didn't meet the mark all the way for a 5-star book for me. Then I also read The Final Gambit, and I thought, I don't know, I rated this one 4 stars as well. It was really good. I loved the ending, but I think there were just bits and pieces that were missing, so that's why I rated this 4 stars. Definitely a good series though. Normally I don't read a lot of YA fiction, but this was definitely a good series to get back into it. So I also read 2 Abby Jimenez books in the month of May. I got them in my Book of the Month box. So the first one I read was Part of Your World, and I rated this 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. And Part of Your World is about a woman. She's a doctor, and she is leaving kind of like an abusive situation. She's still in it, and then she meets this guy. He's totally different from anything she's ever like been around. Totally different guy from anyone she's dated. And it's just a really sweet romance. I love Abby Jimenez. She's one of my new favorite romance authors, and I absolutely love this. And then I also got her new release, which was Yours Truly, and this is another book where she's a doctor and she's recently divorced, and then she meets another doctor, the new ER doctor, and it's a fake dating romance, which I absolutely love fake dating, and he deals with anxiety and she helps him through it, and she's helping him through like a situation, hence the fake dating. And I just thought this was so cute. And also her brother, he needs, I think it was a kidney transplant, and it was just, everything about this book was just so sweet. I rated it 5 stars. Absolutely loved it. Definitely recommend this book. So then, branching back into more YA type of books, I read The Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera, and personally, I know this book is hyped up a lot. I've seen it all over the place. Everyone seems to love it, but personally, it just wasn't it for me. I think it was just a little too depressing, because obviously, like the title says, they both die at the end, so you know they're gonna die. And I liked the meaning of like going out and living, but at the same time, it was just depressing to me. I just found it to be really depressing, and I'm typically not a big fan of those kinds of books. I think I rated this like 3 stars, because the writing was good, but it just wasn't for me. So I don't know what it was, but May was a big month with YA fiction for me, because the last books I read were a part of a series, and that series was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and I absolutely love this series. The first 2 books I rated 5 stars, and then the last book I think I rated like 4 stars, just because I wasn't a big fan of the ending. it didn't hit for me, but I definitely love this. And I love the whole podcast that she does. And I love the setup of the book and the format where you see the interviews and her like little notes that she's doing for her project. It was a very quick read for me. I think I read each book in like, it took me like a day and a half to read each book. And also the chapters are really short, which I really like it when book chapters are short. I think it just makes it go so much quicker and it's an easier read. But I definitely enjoyed these books. I still don't get why I was into a lot of YA books, but I read a lot. And I've had these on my bookshelf for like a year now, so it was good to finally read them. So those are the 10 books that I read in the month of May, and I'm super excited that I got to share them with you guys because it's not typical that I read 10 books, especially recently this year with everything going on with school, trying to graduate. But obviously I read books. I try to read as many as possible. And I just want to say, like, it does not matter how many books you read. As long as you read something, that's good. You could read 1 book a month and that'll be great. So to read 10 was just a really big thing for me. So I'm excited about that, and I'll see you guys next time.